Stop telling yourself that you suck. Stop telling yourself that you're bad. Stop telling yourself these things because the words you say to yourself matter. This is something I had to tell myself the other day, as currently right now we are 31 days into the 100 Days of Practice Challenge. And I was watching one of my videos, and as I was editing, and I told myself, oh man, I sound so bad. And I had to catch myself, because this is a habit I've had for many, many years. And I think this is something that a lot of musicians, or even creators in general, struggle with. And I was thinking that this sort of language doesn't help. Because as one, words matter. The way you talk to yourself matters. And 3, it's very arbitrary. What does it mean to suck or be bad? And you don't know how you can actually improve. It is very an amorphous thing of you're bad and you suck. And what does it mean to get better? That was something that I was thinking about the other day as I was editing the video and wanted to find a way to better describe what I'm not doing well at. So this video is going to be a little bit different than some of my other videos, where I'm breaking down how I'm working on how I can better improve myself at the craft without breaking myself down. Seth Godin talks about in one of his books, if a manager talked to you the way that you talk to yourself, you would immediately quit that job. And so I would say how you use the words about yourself and how you want to improve is the same thing. If you went to a private lesson instructor and every week they just said, you suck, you sound bad, you would say, this instructor is terrible. They're awful. I don't like talking to them. That's what you're doing to yourself. And so how do you go about from going to a place of you are not playing as well as you'd like to playing better? Well, I would say the first thing is you need to define what you're not doing well at with a sort of accuracy of what needs to be improved. So what you say is, for the example, for me, when I was reviewing my video, it was how I was listening to myself when I improvise. And I'm like, I don't like the way I improvise, I sound bad. But how do I get better? What is it that is not good? And so describing in detail what is not good gets you a lot better. So for me, it was, I don't like how my tone sounded when I went to the upper register. Okay, what was about my tone that was not good? Okay, my tone was it was very spread. It wasn't as clean as I liked it. It wasn't as centered as I liked it. Okay. My rhythm was off. My rhythm seemed to not have a flow to it. Okay, well, my tone was off, my rhythm was off, and then some of my melodic ideas. And so when you start breaking down what you're struggling with into terms that you can actually work on, you can be like, I didn't like my tone in the upper register. That's something I can work on. How do I create exercises to work on my tone? Okay, I didn't like my rhythm. Okay, well, maybe I need to practice rhythm with a metronome. Okay, well, I didn't like my melodic ideas. Well, maybe I haven't worked out enough melodic ideas so that they feel strong. So instead of using these derogatory terms not derogatory, but these negative terms, how can I then flip it around and be like, I want to play with a better swing. Okay, how do I play with a better swing? Well, my rhythm or how I'm playing between this chord change and that chord change, it seems to be off. Okay, what's off about it? Well, it sounds like I'm uncomfortable with it. Does it feel like I'm uncomfortable with it? Yes. So then that's an area that I can attack. So breaking down what you're trying to work on into actual terms that you can improve, so then you can actually see what you can actually work on and improve on, that is way better than just saying you're bad. And then, so yeah, that's what I think about this. Stop saying you're bad. Stop saying you suck. Because after I said that to myself, I actually wanted to practice less. And that's not the goal here. The goal here is to want to go to the practice room and be able to, because that's how you're going to get better. So be careful of the words you use for yourself, and be mindful of how you critique yourself, and set markers for how you can actually improve. That's the thing. You want to have some sort of thing that you can improve upon. Oh, my tone is off. Okay, well, maybe I need to spend more time long tones in this area. Oh, maybe I'm playing too loud. Okay, let me play softer. Okay, let me play my rhythm. Okay, my rhythm is off. Well, maybe that line doesn't fit under my hands as good as I thought. Maybe I need to work on that line in a little more, play it a few more times. So that's this video. Stop telling yourself you suck. Stop saying you're bad, and figure out a way to productively make yourself more likely to practice or improve at the craft. So good luck out there. Hopefully this video resonated with y'all. This is something that I'm working on for myself. Just thought I'd share those ideas with you. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.